Hey guys, Dr. Marra here. It is 6/1/2013, and we're halfway through the year already of 2013, and thought I'd come on to give a quick update. I've been being downloaded with a lot of really cool insights, and I really wanted to do this the other day when it all came clear to me, but due to me tethering with my iPhone, it's using up a lot of data, so I was waiting till like June 1st. I think my account resets around the 10th or something, so I should be pretty good to put this video up. And I'm going to keep it maybe 10-15 minutes, hopefully. Anyway, boy, where to start? I guess maybe we should talk about being multidimensional and what that really means, and trying to have an understanding of what's going on and how to discern what some people are saying that may be confusing from what another person is saying. And we've talked a little bit about this in the past, but what's interesting is, as the observer, you can see what dimension you're observing by virtue of the content that's coming across to you. And if you focus your attention towards a higher dimension, you'll get things like being the observer, being neutral, no judgment, having compassion, unconditional love, and having the awareness of the ascension process, having the awareness of being multidimensional, being God. Each individual person out there is God because we're all made of the same stuff. And this may trigger some people because they don't feel worthy. How dare I think that I'm God? I'm not good enough, and those types of things. That's a lower dimensional thought. You can tell where that person's consciousness is by their response to that comment. And really, if we're all made from God, and we're all made of the same stuff or the same energy, then we all are God. Not in an egocentric way, not, oh, I'm better than somebody else. We're all equal. Every single person, everything is equal. It's all the same. It's all made of the same stuff. A tree, it vibrates at a different frequency, but it's still made of the same stuff. It's God. You, as an individual, are God. You're made of the same stuff. An ant, just because it's smaller, it's doing its thing, it's made of the same stuff. So to have the awareness and the acceptance that you're good enough, and that's the first step. Because if you feel that you're not worthy or you're less than somebody else, then you're kind of missing the boat. We're all equal in this thing. And once you come to realize that, everybody's equal, and therefore you become in service to others rather than service to self, and all these other things follow suit. So if there's a person that's in 3D, their awareness may be, they have no idea that there's an ascension process going on. They're totally asleep. And what they're putting out is what they're bringing back to themselves within their reality. And there's no judgment, it's just where they are on their path. If you're in 4D, you may be aware of the extraterrestrial realm, the Illuminati, but you feel that you're a victim of that, the cabal. And, you know, we need to really get the cabal for what they're doing to us, the revenge thing. Excuse me, that's a fourth dimensional thought process. Just being aware that there is such a thing as the cabal, and that we have to stand up and do something about it. That's like a fourth dimensional. 3D, they don't even have that awareness. As you get into the fifth dimension, you see what many people perceive as the dark side is simply the opposition. And knowing that we've all come here to play this game, and I look at it just like I said before, it's like watching a play. Somebody has to play the opposition so that we have this experience of growth. And so if you're looking at, but look at all the horrible things that these people, the cabal and these Illuminati, the reptilians and all this stuff, look at what they did to humanity. How can we just let that go? That's a fourth dimensional thought. If you're in a higher dimension, fifth dimension, you know that we've all incarnated here for the purpose of playing a part and the experience of life. And therefore, there's no judgment. You become the observer. You're seeing things for what it truly is. It's like, oh, I see. This was a game that we came here together to play. And on the other side, once we raise to that point and we ascend out of this limited consciousness that we put ourselves on, that's a fifth dimensional awareness. Fourth dimension would be, I'm the victim. The reason why I'm dumbed down is because of chemtrails, because of the food additives. These are all realities. I'm not saying that they're not real. They are a reality, but it depending where you focus your attention towards is the reality that you're bringing to yourself, because what you put out is what you bring back. So the whole point of this discussion is, where do you want to be? It is a life choice. Where does your heart want to be? Do you want to be in, and the reason I'm just going to say fourth dimension or fifth, because I don't think that you'd be receiving this message or even understanding it if you're in a third dimension, because you just want to be awake to what I'm talking about right now. So if you're in 4D and you want to get back at these guys, the Monsantos of the world and the Bushes and all this, you know what? You're going to be drawing that reality to yourself. ET wars and all this other kind of crap that's out there. If you focus your attention towards a higher divine plan that we've all come here to participate in, then it will be you sending compassion, knowing that that particular person that may have wronged you in the past is a part of you. You can't perceive it right now with this limited consciousness, but as we raise in dimensions, we also raise in consciousness. So you have the choice to decide where you want to be. And again, you know, we're seeing this right now. As the energies come through right now, you're flipping from probably 4 to 5D, and maybe even a little bit higher, maybe in the 6th. You can perceive what 3D is all about because you see it all around you. So you may be focusing your attention towards 3, 4, 5. So this is a part of being a multi-dimensional being, but being aware of it and to focus your attention to what you really want is key to the mastery of who you are. But you have to know that you're worthy. You are a God in the making, if you will, or a remembrance of your ultimate or your full consciousness. That's what this ascension process is all about, is to regain your full consciousness. And you could limit yourself by staying in a fourth dimensional awareness or frame of mind and constantly looking up, oh, what's going on in the world with, you know, the ETs and, you know, the Illuminatis and all these kind of things. The reason I flip through as the observer is to look at it, and it intrigues me. It's like, oh, I'm just realizing that, oh, okay, I'm actually flipping from 3, 4, 5, depending on my awareness and my attention goes towards. But I also know that there are so many aspects of my energetic stream, not the Joe Marra, the ego mind, but the energetic stream that's a part of source, and it's a part of you and every other person and being and tree and anything that's in nature, and even the Illuminati. We're all a part of the same stuff. We just came here to vibrate at a different frequency and limit our consciousness for the purpose of the experience. And here we are on June 1st, halfway through this year. The portals, those 3 portals that just opened up, all this clarity just came to me. And knowing that we're pulling many aspects of ourselves that are, whether it be another reality or whether it be another dimensional part of ourselves. And so say there's an altered reality or another reality, a parallel reality would be a better way of putting it. And the best way for me to describe this, because everything is happening in right now, or right now, and it's because of our thought. And we're limited to the consciousness to have the whole broad spectrum of that awareness of how that can be when we've gone by time, like calendars and clocks and schedules and me looking at this clock here because I have to do this within 10 to 15 minutes, it limits our ability to be in the present moment of now. But the best way I could put it is kind of like an old school cartoonist. If you took one of those yellow notepads with a bunch of the little stickies and you just drew something, drew a person like this, and the next thing would be like this and this and this and this, and then you flip through it, it's like bing, 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 bing. It puts it into animation. And we are these co-creators. First of all, individually, we create our own intermediate reality. But we've also agreed and we're connected energetically to co-create at a bigger spectrum. The earth, everything that's on it, humanity. We're conscious of our what we perceive as a singularity, just me, Joe Marra. But I know from a higher consciousness that we're all interconnected. And what we've limited ourselves, this is a higher dimensional thought, with our brains that are separated. And what's happening right now is this is going to get fused back together. So the right and left brain will be at like 100%, and the energies that are streaming in from where we are in the galaxy, where the sun's giving off various energies, the earth is emitting energies, it's raising things. It's changing our DNA. And those who say that, oh, that's impossible, we can't mutate, we can't change, look at a caterpillar. I mean, as above, so below. What you see in nature can happen anywhere. We're all connected. We have all, the whole is in all its parts. And we know this through various research, which I don't have time to get into. But if you look at a caterpillar and it goes through its cocoon and then its metamorphosis into a butterfly, the DNA is the exact same stuff. What happens is we, as the observer, are watching this in what would be perceived as maybe a 3D setting. But from a higher awareness, as you see physicality vibrating here as a caterpillar, as it raises in a higher vibratory frequency, it turns into that butterfly. It's the same thing, but it looks different. It's our perspective. And we use these 5 senses, as we've talked about before, and we have these extra senses that we just haven't really used before. And I'm sorry I'm hurrying up with this, but I only have a few minutes left. But just to wrap it up, remember that you're a multidimensional being. You are a co-creator of this whole reality. You get to choose what dimension you want to be on, or what reality. And remember that there's so many different aspects of us out there, and other parallel realities that need healed, and that we're bringing all this to ourselves. And as each aspect, because you'll have a thought and you'll be like, wait, that's not my thought. In a lower dimension like 4D, you'll be thinking like, oh my gosh, it's the Illuminati. But as a higher dimensional being, you're like, oh, that must be another aspect of myself that needs healed. So look at it that way. We're at like 13 minutes. I got to wrap it up. So maybe I'll do another video in the future here. You know what? Tomorrow's a great day to meditate. There's a whole bunch of people getting together because we're halfway through. We're into a new month now. Energetically, we can make some things happen. Pray for yourself, your people that are all close to you, but especially send love and light and compassion to the dark forces, or what you would perceive that from 4D. I see them as just opposition, but remember them in sending them light, because if you don't, it's a resistance to where we're going, and we need to ascend, and somebody has to start somewhere, and it might as well be us. Let's send them love and light so we can get through this a lot smoother and quicker. So I'm going to send you guys love, light, and laughter, and until next time.